Hey guys, Mustang here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to jump into Extreme Class, Extreme Super Battle Road to try out the new Great Ape Raditz. And don't have the best starting rotation here, but we are checking him out on a Space Traveling Warriors team. We're going to have him linked up with the Int Raditz, because obviously they do share quite a few links. Int Raditz is an AoE unit, so good for Super Battle Road. And then I have brought the Ape Turles and the Great Ape Cumber, just to be floating units that are going to be able to give Raditz that Saiyan Raw link that the Great Ape units have, because that is a pretty strong attack link. So we're going to see how that plays out here. Now, we can go ahead and use an item straight away here. Hopefully Cumber's passive will kick in and he can get the stun both the enemies from him being attacked. But we'll go ahead and actually, yeah, let's go for, yeah, we'll attack lower Goten because we'll get Turles to try and seal Trunks, and then Bojack can obviously attack Goten since he does have type advantage. But yeah, if Cumber's passive goes off, then obviously both of these guys will be stunned for the whole of the rest of the turn. Cumber is quite an interesting unit. If the RNG is on your side, then obviously he can be pretty useful. Yeah, there you go. His passive went off, so they're both stunned. Turles gets the extra stun on Trunks, which means he'll still be stunned next turn. And then Bojack doesn't have to take damage in the back. So you can take the risk on getting the stun and not use an item, but we went ahead and used the item, and we didn't really need it, especially now, because we're getting the Great Ape transformation. But now we get a chance to see how the Great Ape is going to do here. So we can attack Goten, because unless we get crits, we're not really going to do damage. And then, yeah, thanks to the 2 extra key in the Great Ape passive, meaning we only need to get 4 key to super attack, so we are able to get supers every slot. How much damage do we actually do? Yeah, quite a small chunk. So this is what I was saying in the video yesterday when we tried out all 3 of the Great Apes for the first time on the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta team, is, you know, like the Great Ape, he's hitting less than 1 million attack stat. Now, Raditz is obviously a nuking style unit. He does raise attack temporarily. It's only on each attack. So if they do double super like that, you can see that second attack stat was higher. But they don't stack. Like, I think that would have been a really good effect for them to give the Great Apes, have them stack attack, say for like 3 turns or something like that in the effect. Because that means with each super attack in the turn, they would actually be raising their attack stat each time. I think that would have been perfectly fine without making them OP. Because Super Battle Road is where the Great Ape transformation does kind of come in a bit useful in terms of survivability with managing your items. The Ape does have a chance to stun as well, so we got the stun on Goten. If the Ape transformation had ended there, then Goten would have still been stunned coming out of the transformation, which obviously would actually be quite useful. But let's see, we can't get a second super after this because of the way the rest of the orbs are laid out. But I mean, yeah, you can kind of see the downside. Oh, there we go. You can see the downside with the power of the Ape transformation. Like, we've had all these turns so far, and we haven't actually taken out Goten yet. So it's free damage, which is nice, but like the power creep of the rest of the game around the Great Ape units has made this kind of like damage output almost completely pointless. Like, I would rather they not transform and just rather use an extra item like a Whis or an Icarus to keep myself protected for the turn, rather than just have the 3 attacks that are hitting under 1 million attack stat. Whereas with the rest of the team that I've built, like, all of these units would be hitting harder than that anyway, so it does seem kind of like a waste. But alright, well, Goten is stunned now, so we can start off with you in slot 1. There's a pretty solid amount of physical orbs here, although we will lose them if we do this. Actually, you know what? I bought some orb changing items. Let's see if we can get lucky and get the actual orange ones to change. No, of course not. And now if I use the second one, it's a waste. So typical bad RNG there, but there you go. So we'll get 5 orbs for Raditz. That makes his defense 159k. The Int Raditz is only at 100k. So I don't know how well he's going to tank here against Trunks. Trunks is attack lowered, so I think we should be okay. I mean, we have 450k HP on this team, and we are basically at full health. So, Int Raditz with the AoE here. Decent crit as well on Goten. 16k, that's not too bad. And 2.6 million for Raditz off of 5 orbs. That's not too bad at all. He gets the crit. We even get a nice level 3 dodge as well. Let's go. And then, yeah, I mean, he tanked for basically no damage. I believe, actually, the Ape transformations, it stopped the turn counter. Yeah, that was technically turn 2. So I think we did actually still have the Whis effect in play. I think that's how that works. I'm not actually 100% sure, but it's been a while since we've used the Great Ape units, funnily enough, considering how outdated and such they are now. But it was nice to get these EZAs. Somebody said in the comments of that previous video from yesterday, they're like, these were units that nobody really asked for EZAs for, but it was kind of cool that they were getting them. But they're not really, they're not at that power level that, like, you should be, you know, we should be super excited that these units got EZAs. Wow, Great Ape Turles. Showing his age there a little bit. 150k from a normal attack. That's quite a lot. Alright, so pretty low on HP here. Get the Icarus to go off. Alright, so we can get quite a few STR orbs here. So we can get 6 orbs for Raditz this turn. So that gives us, what, 178k defense. That's pretty good. We will go ahead and use this just to give the Turles in slot 1 here a little bit of protection. Trunks has been attack lowered once as well, so he should be okay. Yeah, 23k. So the Int Raditz, obviously not the most crazy optimal unit. Because he has Shattering the Limit instead of Fierce Battle, he has more links with the Great Ape Raditz than the Tech Dokkan Fest one. Obviously the Tech Dokkan Fest one is better for Super Battle Road. We probably should have bought him instead of the Int one, but I wanted them on main rotation just for that extra link, because all of the floating units that we have, aside from the Cumber, have Fierce Battle as well. So, alright, so I guess we will go ahead and do this. Of course he survived on the tiniest sliver of health, so Super Battle Road shenanigans dictate that he's probably going to super attack in slot 1. Let's see. Wow, he actually didn't. I'm surprised. Alright, well, we can go into the next fight. Now we should have the rotation where we have Int Raditz, the Great Ape Raditz, but we should have a Saiyan Raw. Yeah, we've got Cumber, so we should have Saiyan Raw Link available in slot 3. So this is where hopefully we can get a good setup of orbs. Because I want to see a nice big attack from STR Raditz here. Okay, so what I'll do is let me change the orbs first and see what happens. Okay, so we'll leave you in slot 1 then and do this. And so we're going to get 10 orbs for Raditz. So let's go for type neutral, because I feel like he would probably one-shot Krillin. So let's see if he can take out Piccolo here. So 10 orbs. No support unit, so we don't have Bojack or Toa giving him extra defense or anything like that. So he's got 230k defense. That's pretty good. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what this attack stat is going to be. So let's go ahead and pop an Icarus here, and then we'll get Cumber to... Actually, let's get Cumber to attack lower Gohan. Why not? Alright, so we should see a very big attack stat here from Raditz, because obviously we get the buff from the actual item itself as well, giving extra attack per orb. So that on top of Raditz already having the nuking style passive, then he should be hitting a pretty big number here. So, alright, decent enough tanking from Raditz here in slot 1. Oh, okay, yeah. Just a 9.5 million, alright. So, it's not enough to take out Piccolo though. Okay. So, if that had been a crit, we would have one-shot the Piccolo, but it's kind of crazy that the, wow, almost 10 million attack stat, and it was not enough. Alright, so I guess for this turn, yeah, I guess we'll do this. So, we still have the Icarus active, so we'll go for finishing off Piccolo. We need to really get the stun on Gohan. Attack lower and see. Actually, we might as well, let's get the go where the type advantage is. We've still got the Icarus active, so grab some same type orbs to top up our HP here. Yeah, Bojack able to tank pretty nicely. I mean, we got double support units on this rotation, what with Bojack having the Space Traveling Warriors support passive. So, yeah, he should finish off Piccolo. And then, can we get the stun? 1.7 on Great Ape Turles. Hey, there we go. That's what we needed to see, because Great Ape Turles not the best defensive unit. You can see there with the Icarus. Still taking quite a significant amount of damage. And now we're going to get the Great Ape transformation again. Okay. So at least we're getting it with our boy Raditz. We got Krillin alive. So we got type advantage over Krillin. Let's see if we can actually finish off the enemy. Really? That's not how I expected that to drop. Okay. We'll see if we can finish off the enemy that we actually have type advantage over here. Hopefully we'll get at least the 2 turns. We've got some orbs lined up ready for next turn. These 5-person fights are obviously where you would hope to see the biggest value from a Great Ape transformation. Because actually, this transformation timing is really good compared to our first fight. Because we used the Icarus on turn 1. So turn 1 and turn 2, we had damage reduction. And now turn 3, we've gone into the Great Ape transformation. So we don't need to worry about using another item here. We should be able to take out Krillin, I think. We did do an additional super, but we have done over half of his HP. And we can get all the supers for this turn. So hopefully that should be Krillin gone. And I mean, like, in terms of, it takes more time, obviously, than doing it with just straight out damage dealing units. But this is kind of what the Great Ape transformation strength is supposed to be. So we get to turn 3 on Super Battle Road, and then we haven't been able to take any damage for 2 turns, and we've taken out one of the enemies from full health. So that's what the Great Ape transformation is supposed to be for, I guess. And we have eaten a bunch of supers that we therefore take no damage from. So I think we could probably take out Roshi here as well. Gohan has more HP, and I don't want to risk going for TN and not getting crits, because then obviously we won't really do much damage to him at all with type disadvantage. But we may be able to finish off Roshi with these 3 supers. We don't have type advantage, but he has the least HP. Although, as you can see, that type advantage really helping out against that Krillin, because even with the crits, we're not really doing big damage to Roshi here. But hey, we've got 3 turns of not taking any damage. We dished out quite a bit of our own damage, and then we got a good setup here because we've got you in slot 1. So if we do this, that gets rid of you, and let's go for the big nuke on Gohan. Well, actually, we're going to get the active skill this turn as well. Sorry, no, the Dokkan attack. Can't get a super attack with Bojack though, that's unfortunate. But Dokkan attack with Int Raditz. Will he finish everybody off here? He actually might do. I could avoid the nodes. I will do that actually. Because he will be able to tank the attacks from Gohan pretty well. So even though this is, I guess, kind of counterintuitive to if you're just trying to straight out beat the stage, I do want to see the APE Raditz attack if possible. And so of course we eat a super for our trouble. 6 mil, okay, that's not too bad. 6 million attack. No crit, but we get the additional normal attack. And then, of course, Bojack. Whew! Bojack coming in clutch with the additional. That delay in the loading time there, I thought that was because TN was about to super attack us, and that would have been GG. But instead, we'll get a nice little heal from the Dokkan attack. Nothing too crazy. And then we'll go into the last fight here. It's annoying that the orb transformation item did not work out very well the first time. And what with this being Extreme Super Battle Road, I wasn't going to risk bringing 2 of those instead, because then obviously we're looking at quite a low number of actual useful utility items, because I think we will just go ahead and Whis straight away here. So we'll go where the type advantage is, and we'll go for the stun on Vegeta, because then at least Goku we have type advantage over, and then even though we have type disadvantage here, we'll attack Goku with Kumba just because he lowers attack. So ideally, if everything goes the best way possible with RNG here, we should stun Vegeta and then go into the next turn with Goku attack lowered as well. I mean, we could have taken the risk of putting combat in slot 1, but with those attacks there from Goku, that definitely seemed like a risk I didn't really want to take. Bojack getting the double super here is really good as well, because he raises defense on super attack, so double super means double defense raise. And now can we get the stun with Turles? Nearly a 2 million attack stat for him. That's not too bad at all. Stun? Hey, there we go. Goku going to hit the super, but we've got the Whis active and type advantage. 89k. That's still quite a bit considering we have the Whis active, but if they're going to do more of these Great Ape EZAs, like the Great Ape Turles getting an EZA will be kind of awesome, because like using him together with the LR Turles army would actually be kind of cool if his EZA makes him a solid unit. So I would be kind of interested to see how that would turn out, to be honest. So let's see, if I do this, then we can get more of these connections at the top with the purple orbs. Yeah, perfect. So we get 8 orbs for Raditz, and then we should attack Goku again. Do we need to use another item here? I don't think we do. So we can grab some same type orbs with Toa, get a nice bit of a heal. Yeah, we still got the Whis active, and Goku is attack lowered. He super attacked last turn, so hopefully he's not going to go off here with the supers again. But 5.3 for Raditz. So yeah, Raditz, you don't have to get a crazy amount of orbs, and this team does work pretty effectively. Like, the Int Raditz is obviously not the most crazy powerful unit. It probably would be worth using the Tech Raditz instead, and then just missing out on the Shattering the Limit link, because it's not like... It's not the end of the world to not have Shattering the Limit active, I guess. But I did want to have as many links possible as we could for this showcase, just so we could see him at, you know, the biggest numbers possible. So we will go ahead and Princess Snake here. I should have targeted Goku with Vegeta. That was a mistake. Maybe Bojack will double super and take him out or something, but I mean, it's going pretty well so far. We are obviously using a bunch of items. This isn't a team build that's going to get a no items run on this stage. The Great Apes, like, Raditz is the only one really out of the 3 that can work in slot 1, because the other 2 get most of their defense on super attack. Whereas obviously with the nuking style passive, Raditz gets all of his defense when you pick up the orbs. So he can be good in slot 1, but only if you pick up enough orbs, because he still is raising defense on super, so he's still better defensively after supering. And we're getting the Raditz transformation again. Considering we got Turles and Comba on the team, and we've only gotten the Raditz transformation so far, it's pretty funny. So let's do this, and then we can do this. Alright, so can Great Ape Raditz finish off Goku? I think we would need to get multiple crits and at least one like additional super on each of the turns, maybe, because Goku does have a lot of HP. Because yeah, getting the crits, you can see the bar, his HP bar, not exactly going down by a crazy amount. But there's additional normal. Yep, so we'll take that super, which will do no damage instead of 600k. I mean, that comes from the fact that obviously the apes have like no links active. They don't have like proper, you know, the same like defensive stats and everything. So let's do this and then this. Alright, so turn 2. Let's see how much we can do here. I mean, technically this is still turn 4, right? Because the turn timer has stopped. So, no crit. So weird just seeing that under 1 million attack stat. I really wish that they'd given the ape a little bit more of a buff. Getting the additional super, at least that pushes us over 1 million. But, yeah, as you can see, without getting a crazy amount of crits or anything like that, we're not exactly destroying this man. And we get the 3rd turn again. We've been super lucky with these extra turns for the Great Ape transformation here. So we can get another bunch more supers. Hopefully we can get the stun effect off of one of these this turn. Because that's one of the things that can work really well for these Great Apes utility-wise for Super Battle Road, is getting the stun in this final turn. I mean, they're all just coming up stuns apparently. But getting the stun in this final turn is huge. Wow. I think every single super attack stunned him, including the additional. That's pretty crazy. So, yeah, let's see. How do we get the most orbs here? those purples? I don't know. Now we get 4. So this is this going to be enough? Let's see. I mean, Goku is stunned. So we got Int Raditz going first. He's not going to finish him off. STR Raditz, we obviously didn't pick up that many orbs this time. I mean, you can see just how much health Goku has. 2.5. I mean, that's kind of like an average turn, right? So we've got no support unit, but we do have Saiyan Raw active, and we only managed to pick up 4 orbs. That's something that you're going to come across, like, fairly regularly in a normal event where you're not using all of these, like, orb-changing items or bringing orb changes on the team or anything like that. So let us transform Bojack here and see if he can be strong enough to get the KO on Goku before we get attacked. I could take the risk and put Turles in slot 1 and go for the stun, but in fact, do you get any extra links with Toa? You don't. Alright, let's try it out anyway. Let's see if Great Ape Turles can bring it home for the Great Ape team here. It's a Raditz showcase, but we'll see if Turles can come in clutch here in the 11th hour. A staggering 1.4 million attack stat. He didn't get the stun, but 20k off of the normals. I guess that's not the end of the world. And so STR Bojack going to come in and finish the job as the leader of the team here, the Space Traveling Warriors. So, yeah, there you go. That was a more in-depth look at the STR Great Ape Raditz on the Space Traveling Warriors team. He definitely has potential because he's a nuker out of all of the Great Apes, but yeah, I don't know if he is like Space Traveling Warriors and or the combination of like Terrifying Conquerors and Transformation Boost with the cooler leader, because Raditz is on Terrifying Conquerors as well. Those teams just have so many crazy options. And obviously, like, we brought some units that I maybe wouldn't normally bring just so we can get Saiyan Raw because it's such a good attack link. So, I don't know. You let me know what you guys think of the STR Great Ape Raditz. Which one is your favorite? I will do Super Battle Road videos for the other 2 as well. I want to try out the Goku on the youth one. And then let me know what one you want to see the Great Ape Vegeta on. So, let me know all that down below in the comment section. So, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.